Hi there, Sonny Murray from Perennia. Today we're standing in a wheat field post-harvest. This was probably taken off about 10 days ago. This field had two different types of clover frost-seeded into it earlier in the spring. So what we did was we came out here first thing in the spring, assessed the field for weeds. There wasn't a great deal of weed pressure at that time, so we thought it was a good candidate for putting red clover into. So on this side of the field we have a double cut to red clover. So double cut red clover tends to be much more aggressive in its establishment, as you can see here. It'll put on much more top growth, quicker in establishing, and give you a more production of nitrogen. So the stand of wheat was about the same on both sides of this field, and you can see that the double cut red clover much more aggressive in its establishment. Over on this side of the field we have a single cut red clover. Seeding rate is the same. It's about 5 pounds for both sides. Over here much more slower in its establishment. You're not going to get quite the biomass generation, but it will thicken up. If you look down through the stubble of the winter wheat that's remaining, you can see that the plants are there. They're just a lot spindlier and slower in establishment. So how do you use that on your farm? If I have a poor stand of winter wheat that I'm scared if I put clover into that, the clover's going to be too aggressive and interfere with harvest, then I really want to lean toward a slower establishing single cut red clover. If I have a good thick stand of winter wheat, then I know that the thick stand of the wheat is going to suppress my clover growth, and I can maximize my biomass production, my nitrogen production, by going in with a double cut. And that's what we're seeing here today. Research out of Ontario shows that you really only need one clover plant per square foot to get the benefits from the nitrogen production and the biomass production. We certainly have that on both sides. It's just how aggressive it is in its establishment. Of course, research done by Claude Caldwell and Doug McDonald at the former NSAC showed that when you establish a red clover into a wheat crop, you can get nitrogen carryover for your corn crop the next year, and you can get a yield bump of on average 300 kgs per acre, and that lines up quite well with research that's been done by OMAFRA in Ontario. So here, down looking through the remaining winter wheat stubble, you can see that the single cut red clover is there underneath the stubble. Now that we got light coming down through the canopy, this will take off and grow. What we're really looking for is only one plant per square foot, and we certainly have it here. So on this side, you can still see the stubble of the winter wheat, but you can see that the double cut red clover is much more aggressive in its establishment. Now that the crop canopy is being removed, it's letting more light in, and this crop is going to explode and put on a lot of biomass before winter sets in.